Good morning, class. Today we are going to learn about the different types of energy.
Are we gonna learn to make a bomb?
No, Timmy. We're not going to learn to make bombs. The first type of energy we are going to learn about is potential energy. Can anyone tell me what potential energy is?
Well, my mom says I have lots of potential, but I don't use it.
Yes, Timmy. That is true. You do have lots of potential. However, potential energy does not refer to your lack of doing any work in class. Instead, it refers to stored energy. For example, there is energy stored in a boulder at the top of a hill. Maybe someday that boulder will... Well, never mind. Potential energy primarily refers to an object that is poised to fall. As the object starts to move, it loses potential and gains. What kind of energy? Can anyone tell me? Anyone? Yes, Timmy?
Can I go get a drink of water?
No, Timmy. Now is not a good time to leave class. The potential energy class becomes kinetic energy. Can you say kinetic? An example of kinetic energy would be the air rushing between your two ears. Anything that is moving has kinetic energy. Another type of energy is chemical energy.
Would that be like when I almost blew up at Edna's house with my chemistry set?
Well, yes, Timmy. That would be an example of chemical energy. When you almost blew up your Aunt Edna's house, the energy that was stored in the bonds between the atoms was released as an explosion.
And Edna was sure angry. She just got out of the hospital last week.
Another type of energy is sound energy. Can anyone give me an example of sound energy?
Would that be like the scream my sister made when I drew a mustache on her Justin Bieber poster?
Why, yes, Timmy. Your sister screaming is an example of sound energy. Sound energy is created when molecules in the air or other matter vibrate. Another type of energy is light energy, sometimes called radiant or electromagnetic energy. Can you give me an example of light energy?
Is that like when a light turns on?
No, Timmy, it's when I shine light in one ear and it comes out the other. Yes. An example of light energy is a light being turned on. Another example is the type of energy that travels from the sun to earth. Plants use this energy during photosynthesis.
Mrs. Smith.
Yes, Timmy.
When are we going to make a bomb?
Not yet, Timmy. There are still more forms of energy to learn. Can anyone give me an example of thermal energy?
Well, Gina said I was hot. Does that count?
No, Timmy. Thermal energy is the average kinetic or motion energy of the particles in a substance. The faster the particles move, the more thermal energy the substance has. An ice sculpture has more total thermal energy than a match because there are lots of particles in an ice sculpture and only a few in a match. So you see, everything has thermal energy.
Bombs have lots of thermal energy.
There's one more type of energy. Can anyone tell me what it is? Yes, Timmy?
I need to sharpen my pencil.
The last type of energy is nuclear energy. What is nuclear energy?
You mean like when I dented the car and my dad went all like nuclear on me?
No, Timmy. Nuclear energy is the energy that is stored in the nucleus of an atom. When two atoms of hydrogen fuse together in the sun, for example, large amounts of energy are released. Atoms can also undergo fission and split apart. Nuclear reactors use fission by shooting neutrons at uranium, causing the uranium to split into smaller atoms as well as releasing more neutrons, creating a chain reaction. This process releases huge amounts of kinetic energy.